Hello, good morning. It is day number 1 of the BookTube-A-Thon. It's 8 o'clock on the 24th of July and I am just about to leave for work. I am so excited to get started on my first read, which I'm going to start on the train this morning, and I'm going to go and grab a Pret breakfast as well. So happy Monday and I'll speak to you later. Bye! Hi, I have finished work for the day and I'm just on my way to the gym, but I'm really early, so I'm going to sit down and have a read for a bit. Hello, so as you can tell I am now back home. It is very late, but I had a good time at the gym and then I went food shopping, which was very productive of me. I'm not actually at work tomorrow because I have to go to the dentist, so my plan now is to get into my pyjamas and stay up late reading. I've made some really good reading progress today. I've read 70 pages of Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab, which I am really enjoying so far. I love Victoria Schwab's writing and I can't wait to read some more, which is what I'm going to do now. I've also listened to 45 minutes of my audiobook, which is So You've Been Publicly Shamed by Jon Ronson. That's hard to say. And I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really interesting and a little bit scary, so I'm looking forward to listening to some more of that tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna go and get into my pyjamas and do some more reading. I'll speak to you later. Bye! Hi, so it's about 9:30 in the morning. Last night I managed to read another 30 pages of Our Dark Duet before I then fell asleep with my light on. Whoops! But yeah, no work today and I don't have to be at the dentist until about 1:30, so I'm going to stay in bed for the next couple of hours in my pyjamas and do some more reading and hopefully catch a few reading sprints as well, because I haven't done any of those yet and they sound like fun. Hello, so I'm back with another reading update for you. It is 7:30 and my anaesthetic has worn off, which means I can speak again, which is very handy. So this afternoon I started and finished reading Relish by Lucy Nicely. Oh, better show you it the right way round. This book is all about Lucy's experiences growing up and experiencing food and how she attaches them and associates them with different memories and parts of her life. It's really charming, it's gorgeously illustrated, and it's just a really well thought out and put together memoir. I've actually taken part in quite a few Twitter reading sprints today, which was really fun because it's not something I've done before, but I really liked it and I love the feeling of reading with other people from around the world. But there's not much time left in today, so I think I'm just going to get things ready for work tomorrow and get into bed and read some more of Our Dark Duet. I'm hoping to pass the 200-page barrier today. So I'm probably not going to update you again tonight, but I will get back to you tomorrow. Hello, so it is the third day of the BookTube-A-Thon It's 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning and I'm just about to leave the house for work. I am really excited to get to the train station and read some more of Our Dark Duet because I'm really enjoying it. Last night I managed to read another 30-ish pages, so I reached the 200 page mark, which was my goal for last night, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, I've got to go and get a train and hopefully get lots of reading done on my travelling today. Hi, so it's now magically the end of the day on Wednesday. As you can tell, I am home from work, I am ready for bed, and I have a good hour or so to read before I have to go to sleep. Tonight I was planning on starting Saga Volume 3, but I am so into Our Dark Duet that I think I'm going to carry on with that instead because I am just so sucked into the story and I am really, really loving it. I managed to get quite a lot of reading done on my commute. I read 40 pages, which is not bad considering I was tired each way. But yeah, I'm hoping to make some more progress tonight. As I said before, I'm really enjoying the story, so I can't wait to dive back into that world. I've also got a mug of cherry tea to keep me going as well. So yeah, not a super eventful reading day, but a steady one, and now I'm going to dive back into this. I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, just a quick reading update for you today. It is Friday morning, which is day 5 of the BookTube-A-Thon. How is it day 5 already? That is absolutely crazy. Last night I read some more of Our Dark Duet because I didn't feel like reading Saga and I'm super into Our Dark Duet, so I read another 40 pages of that. Still really enjoying it, cannot wait to read it again on the train this morning. Tonight's going to be a bit different. I'm not going to have loads of time to read because I'm going out, I'm going to a launch party and then I'm off to a Yalk quiz after that, so hopefully it'll be a really fun evening. And yeah, I've got to go and get my train, so I will speak to you later. Hello, it's been a little while. So when I last spoke to you it was Friday morning, so day 5 of the BookTube-A-Thon. Today it is Sunday morning and it is day 7 of the BookTube-A-Thon, so I haven't spoken to you in a little while. Okay, what do I have to catch you up on? In terms of reading, I finished Our Dark Duet. I absolutely adored it, which is what I've been saying for days now. Every time I switch this camera on, I loved it. I loved it. I highly recommend reading that series. I haven't started Saga yet and I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to, but I'm just about to go on a longish train journey across London, so I am going to hopefully read the rest of Lorelei today, which is what I was reading last week, so that should be really nice. I'm just checking how much of my audiobook I've read. So when it comes to my audiobook, So You've Been Publicly Shamed, I've read 5 hours and 45 minutes, which is a lot and it is so much more than I thought I was going to read this week, so that's brilliant. And you never know, I might get to read a bit more before the end of the BookTube-A-Thon tonight. So that's everything about the books I've been reading that I need to update you on. The other thing I need to talk about is Yalk. I went to Yalk yesterday. I had a really lovely day. I didn't film anything because it was so busy and there was so much to take in, and honestly I don't know if I'm going to film anything today, but if I do film anything I will put that in a montage here. But yeah, I had a lovely day yesterday. I'm just about to head out for the final day of Yalk and my second day, and yeah, I'll definitely film a sort of wrap up haul sort of video to talk about my time at Yalk, and hopefully that'll be up in about a week or two. But yeah, I need to leave because I need to get queuing. I will speak to you later. Hello, it is Sunday evening and as you can tell I am home from Yalk. I had another wonderful day. I got a load of books, I saw a load of really interesting, inspiring panels, and I spent the whole day hanging out with friends. But I'm not here to talk about Yalk. This is my final BookTube-A-Thon check-in. Unfortunately, didn't get to do loads of reading today, so I didn't actually get around the starting saga, which is a real shame because I really wanted to read it this week. I've been really looking forward to reading the 3rd volume, but I will definitely be reading it soon. Hopefully I will get a chance to read it next week at some point. I did on the train continue reading Lorelei, which I was reading last week. I read about 50 pages? Yeah, so I just checked and I read about 50 pages of Lorelei, which is this one here. I've almost finished it. I've got about 60 pages left in total. It's basically a contemporary story about mermaids, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that off soon. I also managed to listen to a bit more of my audiobook, So You've Been Publicly Shamed. I am now on 6 hours and around 40 minutes, so I've got about an hour and a half left to go. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really pleased that I've been able to listen to more of that than I thought I'd be able to this week, because it is a really fascinating subject. I mean, it is terrifying, some of the case studies that he goes through of people who have been publicly shamed on the internet and have had their lives destroyed because of something silly they said on Twitter, which they shouldn't have said, but it destroyed their lives. Yeah, it's got a really interesting selection of case studies. I really like how it compares public shaming to sort of the history of it and why it was banned in the past, because it was just too traumatising for people, and it's just really interesting. And yeah, I really recommend listening to it or reading it, especially if you're interested in internet culture. Yeah, it's really good. And it's narrated by John Ronson as well, and he's a really good narrator. So before I go, I'll just give you a quick roundup of all the books that I read this week. The first one that I completed was Relish by Lucy Nicely. I really enjoyed this. I'm so glad that I got to read it during the readathon, and I highly recommend reading it. And then I also read a little bit of Lorelei, which I was already reading. I started it last week, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I've never read anything about mermaids before, so this is really interesting to read, and the way it's written, the way that the main character speaks, is really funny as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And then so the last book that I've been reading, So You've Been Publicly Shamed, I've only got an hour and a half left to listen to. I don't know how that translates into pages, but I've listened to over 6.5 hours of the book, so I've read a lot of it and I'm really enjoying it. In total, I managed to read 696 pages plus 6.5 hours of my audiobook, which makes me really happy. I'm really pleased with that. I also completed 2 of the reading challenges. I finished Read a Book entirely in one day, which was Relish by Lucy Nicely, and I also finished Read a Book about a character that's different from you, and that was Our Dark Duet. So I see that as a really successful week. Thank you so much for watching my vlog if you're still here. I really enjoyed my first ever readathon. It was so much fun. I loved joining in with sprints when I could and just being part of the reading community all round the world. I definitely want to join in with some more readathons later this year, so let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations of readathons that I should join. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!